So, hi everybody, and thanks for dropping by. My name's Roger Garth. In the space of the last few days, I have had a ton of people who've been getting involved with Kuvera and have been asking me how they place alerts, place trades using the Telegram alerts. I made a video a couple of days ago that told you how to set up your Telegram alerts. This video is all about how you actually place the trades. And if you don't know what some Telegram alerts are, you don't know who Kuvera is, then by the time we get to the end of this very, very short video, there'll be a link where you can find out a little bit more about the company and you can see exactly what all the fuss is about. But right now, I'm going to talk about getting started, placing the trades, and I'm going to tell you how to install MetaTrader 4 on your mobile phone. I'll tell you what MetaTrader 4 is and how the whole thing works and how you actually, I'm just going to show you the mechanics of how it works. But before I go into how, I want to talk about why we're doing this first of all. Because I was lucky that yesterday I was hosting a phone call with a bunch of people from literally around Europe and across into South Africa as well, who were all talking about the results that we're getting from trading Forex. And I'm talking about results like this. This is Tony from Liverpool. Tony's literally been trading for a couple of days, and that's just one day's profit. She's got no experience whatsoever of trading Forex. She's brand new to it. She's a mum. She's a busy mum and has lots and lots of other things on her plate. But still, by placing a few trades in the way I'm going to show you, she's making herself £156 a day. Same thing applied with Hugh. Hugh actually only got started with us a few days ago. He took 2 days setting his accounts up, and 2 days ago he started to make his first trade. And what you can see is 2 days trading results, £536. Cynthia's been with us for a little bit longer, and she's got a little bit more practice. When I say a little bit longer, she's been doing this for no more than 3 or 4 weeks actually trading, and yet here she's saying, nice little part-time income this week, £877.56. So how are people doing all of this? Well, I'm going to show you right now. What they're doing is they're getting alerts sent through to their phone that look exactly like the one you can see on your screen right now. These alerts tell us which currencies we should be buying into. They tell us whether we're going to buy it, whether we're going to sell it. Tell us what price we should be buying in at. They give us what we call a stop loss and a take profit. And giving us just those few bits of information, people are making the profits that you saw on that last screen. So here's how we're going to do it. First and foremost, you need an app on your phone. This app's called MetaTrader 4. And MetaTrader 4 allows you to connect between your phone and your broker, your Forex broker, and allows you to connect the two and make trades and make profits. So first and foremost, let's go back to that. First and foremost, you can see this is set up on an Apple iPhone. What you need to do with this is go to App Store and type in MetaTrader 4. Now, these trades are all being done using MetaTrader 4. It's possible to do MetaTrader 5, but if you stick with MetaTrader 4, everything you'll see on your screen is relevant to this. So choose MT4 and set it up. Once you actually install it from App Store, it's a minute or two of a process to set up, and that's it. And this is what you're going to see. The first screen you will see is the quote screen. Now you can see across the bottom of the screen a number of icons. So I'm going to go through the icons first of all and explain what they are. So if you ever want to get back to quotes, all you need to do is touch this icon down here. It's highlighted in blue and you can see it's pointing to it. And that will give you a list of all of the currencies that are available to trade on your front screen. There are some more and I'm going to show you how you get those in a minute. But let's go to the next bit. The next screen is your charts. Now, this is what professional Forex traders use to assess a currency and decide whether or not they feel they should be trading it. To be honest with you, if you've never done any trading before, it's going to look quite daunting. To actually make sense of that and decide what price range you should buy in at and whether you're going to buy, whether you're going to sell, what you're going to do, it can be quite daunting to look at. Fortunately, because of the alerts that we send out, you don't actually need to do any of that. I'm purely showing it to you because the alerts, the screen is there. You need to know what it's for. But in truth, you're probably never going to touch it. The next button is important, however, and that's trade. Now, this shows your trading account. Now, this is a clean installation on an iPhone, so this is a dummy account. It's not saying I've really got £100,000 in the account there or $100,000. It's simply a dummy account, and you can, if you wish, if you want to try this for yourself, you can actually set up a dummy account and trade with imaginary money. Now, the good news about trading with imaginary money is if you're really bad at it and you lose a fortune, nothing's come out of your bank account. The bad news is if you make a fortune, if you find you've got a flair for it, and we have an edge, but if you trade and you win, it's still dummy money. It's still not real, so you don't get to spend any of it. So the dummy account, however, is possible. So that's what the trade will look like. Now, when you first set it up, the history is completely clear. That's what the screen looks like when you first install it. In fact, that's what the screen looks like when you've made a number of trades, and you can see the trades that I've got in there, and you can see the profits and loss. Now, something that's important to point out here is that not every trade that you will place on Forex will win. Everything that you can see there in blue is a win. Everything in red is a loss. And yes, I lost some. However, I made some wins as well, and you can actually see £536 profit on that screen. So that's the history tab. And finally, you have the settings tab. So seeing as this is a clean installation, let's go through the settings and show you how you get started. So we're going to start there. So first and foremost, when you click on settings, you're going to click on open an account. Now, I said that you can create a demo account, so let's click on that. And I'm going to show you the process of creating the demo account right now. And I'm going to show you how to trade with a demo account. So first and foremost, the screen will change like that. You can put your name in there, put your telephone number, put your email address in. That's just for the sake of getting passwords and sign in. Once you've got that, that's good to go. So you go back to the quotes page, and we're going to place a trade. So the first thing we need to do is choose a currency to trade from. Now, I showed you the screen before where you had a number of alerts and we had some signals that came through. Whenever I get the alerts through, the first thing I do is I write those down. As much as I've got them on my phone, I write them down on a piece of paper so that I actually have them separate, because I'm going to trade on my phone, but I don't want to make any mistakes. So I want to see it in writing at the side of me to make sure I put all the correct details in. So I write everything down. The only things that I'm going to be writing down is which currencies I'm trading. Now, currencies are always traded in pairs. So you can see at the top, EUR USD. That's the euro against the US dollar. And the various ones listed, GBP is the Great British Pound, USD to JPY is the US dollar to the Japanese yen. You'll get used to what these currencies are, and if you touch any of them, it will tell you exactly what they are anyway. But let's tell you what they are. So you're going to pick a pair that you're going to trade. If the alert that's come through tells you a pair that you can't see on there, don't worry about it. The trades themselves are going to look like this. Now, when they come through, most of our traders are in Mexico and Latin America. So the trades come through predominantly, some come through in English, the majority come through in Spanish. If they come through in Spanish and you don't understand what it says, just highlight it and copy and paste into Google Translate. Google Translate's free. These are very, very short messages with very little, it doesn't need a great deal of information. You just simply copy it. And once you copy it and paste it, you'll understand everything you need to know. Now, for the sake of it, I'm going to translate that particular trade in front of you. So it says, the one that's highlighted says Compra EUR GBP. Compra means buy, and it means buy the euro with the Great British Pound. Prezio is the price. That's the trading price at the moment that this signal was sent out. And the price at that time was 0.85363. So I'm going to write that down. SL is the stop loss. And that's going to be really important. I'm going to explain it on another screen in a few minutes, but stop loss is important, so we write that down. 0.8499. And finally, TP, take profit, and that's 0.8600. Now, all that you need to know to place a trade on Forex is that tiny bit of information. Underneath where it says compare EUR USD, that's another trade. That's a completely separate one. So we're just going to start with the top one. So it's buy euro to the GBP, what the price is, what the stop loss is, and what the take profit is. So let's move into that now. So we're going to select the currency first of all. If the currency that you're looking for isn't on that list, as it isn't there, then what you need to do is choose that pair. If you click on that plus symbol, you'll get another list of currency pairs. The ones that you can see there are the most important Forex currencies, and they call them Forex majors. These are what are known as the minors. You press that plus symbol and you get the list of minors. So you simply look along the list to the currencies that you're looking at. That last trade that I had said Euro GBP, which is actually a bit further down, but you click on whatever one you want to add, touch that, and it will then go back into the list. So let's go back. So there's your list, and for the sake of this example now, ignore the trade that we saw before. I'm just going to pick a pair for the sake of it. So we're going to start with USD CAD. You touch that pair, and once you touch it, your screen will change, and you'll see another menu pop up. And the menu looks like this. In very pale grey, it tells you exactly what the currency is properly. Forget the shortcuts. It says USD CAD, and then it says US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. And you can see the options in front of you, and right now you're going to touch on trade. So once you click trade, your screen is going to change again. This is the most important screen that you're going to see. And there's a few bits of information on here that I need you to understand very carefully. And the first one is this, it's the lot size. Your lot size is hugely important. Most of the people that I showed you the results of a few people the other day, they start with very modest numbers. We're talking with tiny lot sizes. Lot sizes are broken down into A, lot, B, a mini lot, and C, a micro lot. 0.01 is what's known as a micro lot. I'm not going to go into a huge explanation of what lot sizes are. Think of it in terms of a percentage of a decision or a purchase order. 0.01 being 1/100% of a trade. So when you first get started, if you're opening your account with $100, $200, $500, keep that lot size low. You can safely go to probably 0.05 of a lot, but if you want to start off and dip your toes in and see what it's like, start off at 0.01 by all means. It just means you'll make less profit, but at the same time, you also risk less if you do something wrong and get it wrong. And you probably will make mistakes in the early days. So if that lot size is small, you minimize your risk. The next thing you need to know is the stop loss. Now, the stop loss is critically important. When these trades come through, if you can't see a stop loss, ignore it. If that's got lost in translation or anything else, I would never, ever, ever place a trade without a stop loss. Because if you put a trade on without a stop loss and that trade goes wrong, and these things can go wrong and they can change very quickly. If it trades and it goes against you and you haven't put in there, it could take all of your money. So you must get your stop loss in, but they're very simple. The example that I showed, it was, I think the stop loss was 0.8600. So all you need to do is type in there 0.8600. And that doesn't particularly relate to this currency because that was a different one. But you're probably going to be typing in a maximum of 4 digits. So on here, it's saying 1.3411. So you'd probably be typing in 1.33 and whatever it may be. The precise number is on the alert. You don't have to calculate this yourself. The next thing you need to put in is your take profit. And the take profit is the profit that you're expecting to make from this. Now, when these alerts are sent out, they're made by professional Forex traders, and they're telling you precisely what to put in here. Don't deviate from it. Don't move and don't try reinventing things and thinking you know any better. Just type in the number that they give you into there. And finally, once you've done that, click on buy or sell according to the alert. Making a trade on Forex is as simple as that. Putting your lot size anywhere from 0.01 through to 0.05 when you first get started, putting your stop loss, putting your take profit, and click buy or sell as it says on the alerts. At that point, you set back and leave it alone. If the trade goes well and it reaches the profit, the trade will come to an end and you'll make money. If the trade goes badly and it goes wrong, then by the time it reaches the stop loss that you've set, then the system will take you out of it so you can't lose any more money. It's as simple as that. And the results that we get from it, and you can see on here, again, just remember what I said, the reds are the losses and the blues are the wins. And you can see on Tony's, she made a bunch of trades and she made one little loss there. You can see on Hugh's, a couple of losses at the bottom, mainly blues. And you can see on Cynthia's, mainly blues, one red. They do lose, but you get much more wins than you get losses. That's it. It's as simple as that, folks. Now, if you don't know what those alerts are and how you get them, or if you haven't seen any examples of these, then there's a link there for the video that I made yesterday of a recording where I actually introduced all of those people, plus a number of others as well, who are doing this and making profits on a daily basis. If you want to see that, there's a clickable link in the message below this video. Take a look at that and then get back to the person who gave you this video to look at in the first instance, and they'll show you how you can actually get started and show you how you can be making hundreds and possibly even thousands of dollars on a daily basis using these alerts. Thanks for watching. My name is Roger Garth, and I'll speak to you again soon.